Today's story is about Adunola and Summisola. Once upon a time, in the heart of an African village, there lived a young girl named Adunola, meaning the sweetness of wealth. This hinted at a destiny filled with prosperity and joy. Despite Adunola's family not being the wealthiest in the village, they were known for their kindness, unity, and richness of their communal bond. Adunola had a childhood friend named Summisola, also from the same village. She also came from a not too rich family, and this made Summisola not very happy with her parents, especially when she sees children or daughters from rich homes. Adunola was a very kind and positive girl. She had a very positive outlook towards life. Her laughter echoed through the village, and her smile could brighten even the gloomiest of the days. Despite her family's modest means, Adunola was content and grateful for whatever she had, and she enjoyed the love her family shared. Summisola, on the other hand, often wondered why Adunola was so happy with the little that she and her family had. All Summisola wanted in life was to enjoy herself and never work for one day. Summisola will come visiting and will find Adunola cooking in the kitchen, and she will say to Adunola, "You like to stress yourself. I can't do these chores. I will marry a rich husband who will take care of me, but I will eat inside that food they are cooking." One day, news reached the village that a neighboring kingdom was hosting a grand festival. It was a festival of unity, trade, and cultural exchange. Villagers from far and wide were invited, and Adunola and Summisola were so happy and they wanted to go. They expressed their desire to their families and encouraged their parents to tag along with them. Though both girls were aware of their limited resources, Adunola decided to manage what she had and dress for the occasion. On the other hand, Summisola went to disturb her parents to buy her new clothes, and when they told her they didn't have enough, she was angry and forced her mother to sell some of her goods in the market to buy her a new cloth. Adunola's parents were craftsmen. They believed that the richness of experience and connection outweigh material wealth. And so, in appreciation of this festival, Adunola's parents decided to craft a new gift for the neighboring king. So, on that day of the festival, Adunola and Summisola with their parents set out on a journey to the village where this festival would take place. Along the way, they encountered a hungry and tired beggar pleading for food and water, and also for help to reach this festival. Summisola took one look at this beggar and turned her eyes away. But Adunola was moved by this man's plight and asked her father for some food from his bag. Her father brought out a loaf of bread and some water and gave it to Adunola. As soon as Adunola wanted to give it to the beggar, Summisola took it from her hand and threw it at the beggar. Adunola was not happy at what Summisola did and took the food and gave it to the beggar. Summisola then hissed at Adunola and told her parents let them take their leave and leave Adunola and her parents. Adunola and her parents waited for the beggar as he ate, and after he had finished, she and her family took this beggar to the village where this festival was taking place. Upon arriving at this neighboring kingdom, the beggar turned to Adunola, thanked her, and gave her a necklace as a parting gift before disappearing into the crowd. Adunola was surprised by how a beggar who appeared so poor could afford such a beautiful necklace, but she shrugged it away. Adunola and her family were welcomed with open arms. The festival showcased a vibrant mix of colors, sound, and traditions from different communities, leaving Adunola so happy. During the presentation to the king, Adunola's parents offered their gifts to the king with pride, and the king was moved by this gesture. Recognizing the value of the gifts, and so bestowed upon Adunola's parents the richness of life. He blessed them with gifts and land, which now made them a rich family. Towards the end of the celebration, the king announced that all the maidens from the village should assemble at the front, and that his son, Prince Ade, would like to choose a wife who is worthy to become the princess and the future queen. As the announcement echoed through the crowd, anticipation filled the air. Summisola was so sure this was her chance to shine, so she pushed through her way to the front, pushing all the girls away, and posed so well in the front so that all eyes would fall on her. Meanwhile, Adunola was within the other maidens, waiting for the king's son to pick his future bride. All the maidens were dressed in beautiful clothes which represents their village. Prince Ade, the young king, stood in his royal clothes, looking and scanning through these maidens with a thoughtful gaze. And he was looking for just one thing and just one girl. Then his eyes locked onto Adunola, who stood out not just for her beauty, but also for the compassion she had shown to the beggar earlier on. Prince Ade approached Adunola with a smile as he was drawn towards her grace and her kindness. Then the prince asked one of his female servants to take Adunola in and change her into a more befitting clothes, and this made Summisola very jealous and very angry. Little did Adunola know that the beggar who she had helped on her journey was none other than Prince Ade in disguise. The prince had disguised himself to wander among the people, seeking a bride with a pure heart, someone who will show kindness to a stranger without knowing his true identity. With a smile, Prince Ade explained the purpose of his disguise and the necklace he had given to her. The necklace was a symbol of a bride who had a pure heart. Adunola was surprised and touched by this revelation. As they stood there, surrounded by the festive atmosphere, Prince Ade asked Adunola to be his princess and the future queen. The crowd were so happy. Adunola's parents were so happy. Adunola was filled with joy and gratitude. She accepted Prince Ade's proposal. Her parents were overjoyed, and after the festival, they returned back to the village. Summisola was not happy at all, as she felt she was the one who deserved the prince and not Adunola. Adunola and the prince spent the remaining days of the festival together, getting to know each other better. As the day of the wedding approached, neighboring village contributed to the forthcoming wedding, offering their support and best wishes for the union of Adunola and Prince Ade. Meanwhile, Summisola was angry and thought to herself, "Oh God, why Adunola? First the king blessed her father, now she's marrying a prince. Why not me, oh God? Adunola will see." The wedding ceremony was a spectacle of cultural richness with traditional music and dance. Adunola was dressed in a stunning traditional attire, radiating beauty and grace as she stood beside her new husband, Prince Ade. They both exchanged marital vows. The king, Prince Ade's father, bestowed his blessing upon both of them and wished them a life filled with happiness, love, and prosperity. The festival continued long into the night with feasting, music, and dance. Adunola's parents were happy. They were beaming with pride, knowing that their daughter had not only found love, but had become a symbol of compassion and kindness for all to see. As the celebration drew to a close, Adunola and Prince Ade departed for their new life together, hand in hand, ready to embrace the journey that waited them as the future king and queen. The lesson in this story is we should learn to be kind to people and help people even if we don't know them. It shows that being a good person is more important than how someone looks. This story also highlights the importance of love and family, as Adunola's family supported one another, and when she found love with Prince Ade, it brought happiness to everyone. If you have enjoyed our story, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. To support our channel, kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel. We will see you in the next story.